Welcome guys, now this is the ULTRAKILL. So I'm gonna try to predict some things for Treachery because I'm an absolute ULTRAKILL nerd, so I gotta make some ULTRAKILL prediction slash theory, so I guess I could go first. Which is what Treachery is gonna look like, which I'm 90% sure is gonna follow up to humanity's demise. More like what happened after humanity went extinct. Like not what really happened, but more like just what Earth looks like now, you know, after humanity is dead. Like maybe it's like a cold dead Earth, maybe it's like fully glass, or maybe it's more like, you know, like an icy plane now because maybe the sun exploded or some shit. But like I don't think the sun exploded. It's like it's only been like, I don't know, like 200 years or more. We're not sure. The time frame of the new piece is very, very weird. I'm not sure how long the new piece lasted, because like maybe it could last like 5 years, 6, 7, 8, who knows? And seeing how Fraud like is using the new piece as the reference for the layer, I could definitely see Hakita continuing the trend. You know, since violence is the final war, Fraud, as I said, is the new piece, and Treachery is gonna be like the remnants of Earth and what happened to humanity. Okay, where is this nerd? Okay, I really need to get this nerd. Wait, oh. Why? Why are you like this? Why are you always like this? Why is it always a schism? I really hate schisms because of that. And yeah, for the next prediction, which is the most predictable one, let's be honest, which is gonna be the final boss of Treachery, which is, it's just gonna be Gabriel. Let's be honest, if it's not Gabriel, I don't know who is, okay? It might be Lucifer, but I don't think Lucifer is gonna be the final boss. He might just be the next Prime Soul, which is really impossible because, well, here's a minor problem. Angels can't become Prime Souls, so we can't really have Lucifer Prime. So it kind of does break the entire Prime Sanctum thing. So we can't really have Lucifer Prime. Yeah, even so, even if it's not Lucifer Prime, it kind of doesn't make sense because, well, it's just Lucifer. It's just gonna be a stronger version of Gabriel, which is not really ideal for a Prime Sanctum boss fight. I'm gonna be distracted here. Anyhow, so like the thing is that Gabriel just at his peak of character development, so technically it should be by his right to become the final boss and end ULTRAKILL with a bang, because, you know, Gabriel's such a good character in ULTRAKILL. He's probably one of the better written characters in ULTRAKILL since he has a lot of character development. Probably not as character like written, better written. Yes, I'm so good at English. Betterly written than Minos, which it's really hard to beat, let's be honest. Minos Prime is just really, really hard to beat in terms of character writing, you know. It's really hard to beat, especially in ULTRAKILL. But like, we've been following Gabriel's story, so like, might as well end the story in the final boss fight, you know. And like, Gabriel might just, you know, be more desperate, so he might have like 3 phases for his boss fight. Because he's most likely gonna be a mixture of Minos and Sisyphus. Like, finding the fun in futility and the struggles of it, and having some bit of sense of nobility to stop you once and for all. It's like, it's a mixture, you know. It's a minor mixture. I think it would be nice and would definitely like make him like a 10 times better character, because, you know, I think Gabriel is really linked to Sisyphus and Minos, and so like, you know, he's just gonna beat you up more violently, and he's gonna get more desperate and desperate into the, you know, later on to his phase, because he actually wants to kill you, not because of honor, but because you're gonna kill everything. So he might as well stop you at this point, you know. And you're not. Anyhow, so basically, yeah, that's just my reasoning for Gabriel, and he might have 3 phases, but I'm most likely believing he's likely to get 2 phases only. Let's be frank, let's be honest with ourselves. I don't think Hakita's gonna make a 3-phase boss fight, but like, seeing how cool that would be, I really wish he does, but like, I don't think he will. It's highly like really unlikely to happen. So I doubt that's ever gonna happen. So I don't think it's gonna have 3 phases, but it would be really cool. You know, it'd be really awesome to see have him be the first boss to have like 3 phases, as to showcase his desperation to trying to beat this unstoppable machine, this catalyst for all the conflicts in ULTRAKILL. Like, it would be awesome, and like, you know, the Gabriel boss fight is gonna be probably similar, like maybe like a mixture between his like Act 1 and Act 2 selves, where he uses like light constructs plus his real weapons at the same time, which would be really pretty interesting, as he is probably going to go all out against you, which I think he already has in Act 2, I think, but he's going to be more desperate and way more deadlier in this act, in this boss fight, because, you know, he's actually desperate this time, which, you know, he wants to kill you and stuff. So like, I already gave my reasoning. And where is this? Oh, well, I'm blind. And I'm not gonna talk more about Gabriel, because, you know, he's like probably the most predictable part. But also, one thing I want to predict is that we're probably gonna meet Lucifer in Treachery, but I don't know which part. Maybe 9-1. So like, yeah, it's highly likely it might least likely it's most likely 9-2, because it's most likely Gabriel's level, and highly likely that's just Lucifer can't really appear in that, because, you know, it's Gabriel's level. We can't really have Lucifer take over Gabriel's level. We can't have 2 goats simultaneously at the same time. Okay, we can't. And we can. And the reason why I believe Lucifer is going to appear in Treachery, because, well, he's been, like, built up in Fraud. So I really hope we get at least a mention, or a, like we get to see him for the first time. You know, like, it would be really cool to see Lucifer. And it's really likely too, considering the fact how much Fraud has built him up. But I think he might also become a Prime Soul, but like, that really depends on like how Hakida's gonna make it, which I really doubt Hakida's gonna make Lucifer a Prime Soul, because, you know, the rules of ULTRAKILL just simply disallows this, because as per Hakida's saying, angels can't become a Prime Soul, nor machines or demons, because they don't have souls. That's a main issue with Lucifer Prime in general. It's mainly because, like, he can't really become a Prime Soul, and even if he doesn't become a Prime Soul, the problem is the consistency of becoming the top Prime. So like, I highly doubt he's gonna appear in P-3, but I think he's gonna most likely appear in P9-1. So like, maybe. And I think Lucifer might be like the one where we get like the golden arm from, because, you know, it would be really stupid and really funny at the same time. Talking about the golden arm, as I said, the reason why, as I said, it's gonna be Lucifer. And the main reason why I don't think it's gonna come from Gabriel, like any other person, not because I want to be extremely different, but because Gabriel is gonna be the final boss, and I really doubt Hakida's gonna add like the final arm for like the final final boss fight, unless it's gonna be an epilogue, which might happen, because, you know, I'm not sure if Hakida's gonna make an epilogue or not. Or if he is, what's the epilogue gonna look like? Is it gonna be like the same thing for like Treachery, not Heresy, like Gluttony, where we just get like a minor cutscene of things and stuff? And like, also here comes the ending, which the next thing I'm gonna predict, which is just the ending, which is gonna be vague, I think, because there might be a potential Megami sequel coming for ULTRAKILL. So possibly, it's possible, but like pretty unlikely, because Akita probably wants to move on. Or I think he has verbatimly said he wants to move on. Someone can like correct me on that, because I am not like the most intelligible ULTRAKILL fan ever, so I don't know much about how he does, what he wants to do in general. You know, I'm gonna do a really different section here because I can't really focus when I'm fighting against 10,000 enemies. So I'm gonna talk about Prime Sanctums. I'm gonna talk about, keep it pretty brief because I did make a video on this already. The next Prime Soul I believe is gonna be Usius Prime, because you know he is in Dante's Inferno, and he might be mentioned in Fraud from the 8-3 book, which is very iffy because it's, as I said, is both. I'm not sure if I said that. I'm pretty sure I'm not sure. It's both Lucifer and Usius's at the same time. We don't know which one is which. I mean, I don't know because I can't read for the love of my life because I'm a JJK fan and we can't fucking read for the love of our lives unless we're doing power scaling for some kind of reason. But like at the same time, I guess it's heavily likely for the fact that it's most likely gonna be Lucius's. That's my prediction for Primes. For the Prime. So for the color, he might just be red or green. Who knows? Who knows? Anyhow, yeah, that's about it. That's about it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it's kind of bad because, you know, I'm bad at making videos. I should have made a script for this, but at the same time I was kind of lazy. And I've been playing a lot of Valorant, so I haven't been really getting up to like the commentary vibes I have, since I got it pretty rusty. I should probably make more videos, but at the same time I have college later. And I don't know what happened to my college system because I considered me absent, even though the last 2 days and yesterday was like a holiday, so I might want to ask them about that, but I think I digress. Anyhow, that's about it. I think I did a pretty good job for the time limit I set for myself, and I guess that's about it for this video. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like and subscribe. If you didn't, like and subscribe, nerds. And I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.